I noticed my neck is getting more chiseled, basically getting longer out here in these streets, man. You know what, man? I went back and I looked at that interview, man, about the guy saying, oh, it's over if you don't have your money right by the time you're 65. It's done for. The physical is gone. You're mentally gone. If you don't have family, you're going to be alone. You know what I'm saying? You don't have friends or relatives around you. You're just going to be one lonely dude. He said, man, it's a wrap. He was talking about the UK, man, how it's not a country to live in if you don't have money. If you don't have money, UK is not the place to live at all. And it sounds like America too, man. If you don't have money here in America or a lot of looks, you're gonna have a effed up life, bro. I'ma just say it. You're gonna have a fucked up life. You see what I'm saying? I ain't gonna censor nothing. I'm gonna keep that shit real, bro. If you don't have money, if you don't have at least a lot of looks, it's over for you, bro. Ain't no talking it out. Ain't no walking it out. Ain't no getting around it. That's why I say you gotta pursue that bag with a passion, bro. You gotta pursue that bag with a passion. Stop playing around. It is serious out here. I'm gonna try to work out today. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that. You feel what I'm saying? He was deep. He was like, man, this country is over with. Boy, he was full of gloom and doom, boy. That dude was full of gloom and doom. He was I'm finished guy. I'm the finished. He was full of gloom and doom, boy. You talking about me having gloom and doom. This dude, he kicked in the door and said, man, get out of the UK, man, right now. Save yourself. Hurry up. This country is finished, bro. It's finished. He's like, man, if you ain't got bread right by the time you're 65, you're done for it. Boy, man. I appreciate it worldwide levels. Man, he was full of gloom and doom, bro. He was like, get out while you can. Get out, save yourselves. Hurry. It's over. Move. I mean, dude, people are leaving the US in droves. You feel what I'm saying? They're looking for a cheaper and better life. That's why there's so many expats going to Thailand, so many expats moving into Philippines because of the US, man. It's the cost of living. It's pushing everybody overseas. I heard they was running out of passports at one point. They had to put a halt on selling the passports because they had to make more. People were coming in buying them in droves. I mean, it's the same thing that happened here in California, man, around 2012. The moment the cost of living start going up, people start moving away from California in droves. So many people have moved away from California, moved into Texas. You know, and the Texas people, they get upset. They're like, God damn, them Californians, they're coming over here, raising the cost of the living up, everything going up because of the Californians. They don't like you moving into, I mean, that's what I'm saying, country. They don't like you moving into their state at all. They don't like you moving into Texas. You're bringing the cost of everything up. It's the same thing overseas, man. Shit. A bunch of dudes who are not getting the type of action out here, man, they moving overseas. They done with this country, bro. It's like you gotta be in the top 20% of men, bro, out here, if you want to have a better life. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have millions in the bank. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta have millions in the bank. Or hundreds of thousands. One or the other, man. You gotta be a thousandaire or a millionaire, bro. You can't be 100 nowadays, man. You can't be 100-naire. A straight up 100-naire, no, you're gonna have a horrible life, bro. You making hundreds of dollars each week? No. You're done for, bro. You know. Like I said, man, I was looking at the interview. I forgot his name. I think it was a Legion of Men or something like that. He got a channel. And I guess he had uploaded an interview of some brother from the UK. You know, he was just talking about how the cost of living has went up, and how, like, if you don't get your bread right, you're gonna be one old lonely guy. He said, man, by the time you get to be 65, you ain't got your money together, it's a done deal, it's a wrap. If you're not financially fit, it's over with. He was putting that shit down, boy. You know, he's like, you're gonna be a one lonely cat, bro. You're done. You're finished with. There's nothing you can say. He was like, the cost of living has went up. And he was saying the difference between 1985 and now. You know, everything was cheaper back in 1985. I remember. I was a very small child. I was like 5 years old. But I remember going to the store, getting 5-cent bubble gum. As a child, around 7 or 8 years old, you know, Snickers used to cost like 55 cents. Damn, I'm getting old. Snickers used to cost 55 cents, bro. A Baby Ruth used to cost 55 cents. You know, chips used to be, you know, them big bag chips, the 99-cent chips. I don't think that those exist back then. I think it was just a big bag for like $1 or something. Like $1.25 and shit. Everything was so much cheaper in the 80s and 90s. But as time progressed, things keep getting more expensive, and more expensive. It's like they don't want you to survive out here, man. And they don't care about you. They don't care about, you know, bringing the rent down so everybody can have a place to stay. That you can, like, hold down just one job and get a place of your own. Dude, even if I got a job of my own out here, bro, I still wouldn't be able to afford a place. Look, I was doing Uber and Lyft, DoorDash. Couldn't afford a place on my own. I was working an armed security job. Couldn't afford a place on my own, bro. I mean, how does it, like, I mean, it just forces you to go after the bag because you're gonna live, you're gonna live like a peasant for the rest of your life. You're gonna live horribly if you don't get it. That means more years are gonna pass and you're gonna fucking be out here struggling, hurting, suffering. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, man, if you don't get the bag, but I'm sorry, just the suffering is gonna continue throughout your whole entire life. Remember, the bag don't chase you, man. You gotta chase the bag. He was like, the UK is done for. Get out, everybody. uh, yeah, he was talking about how motherfuckers are working just one job and can't afford to live anywhere. You got people out here working two jobs, struggling, trying to keep a roof over their head. Like the government is making it more and more difficult for the average people, especially the average man. He making it more and different. That's why dudes ain't had a girlfriend in months or years. You know, your competitors out here competing, and only the strong is gonna survive, man. You know what I'm saying? Only the strong gonna survive out here. If you ain't a thousandaire or a millionaire, bro, you're not gonna survive. Man, you better hustle after that bag with all your might. You feel what I'm saying? You better hustle after that bag, man. It was like, yeah, back in '85, a house cost this much, and now look at how much the houses cost right now. That shit went up dramatically, bro. The income, I mean, bro, back in the '80s, bro, you could literally like work like one job and get a apartment of your own. You can't do that no more, bro. The dollar is losing its value. Your dollar over here in America ain't shit. But it's better in other countries, man. That's what I say, man. I'm going overseas where I can have a longer vacation without stressing about money and stuff. But let's say I win like 500 grand. Okay, I'm gonna take at least 100 grand and I'm gonna live overseas for as long as I can for 100 grand, and then I'll come back once my 100 grand is done, and I got 400 grand left. Feel what I'm saying? He said, get out while you can. Dude was like, get out while you can. The UK is done. It's over with. It's finished out here in these streets. He like, the game is rigged. He like, yeah. Boy, he was gloom and doom all the way, boy. He said, by the time you're 65, man, if you ain't financially fit, it's over with. Your physical is gone, your money ain't there. You can forget about getting a woman. Basically, that's what he was saying. After 65, he said, forget about getting a female. You're done for it, bro. You won't be able to attract young females at 65, nope. If you have a lot of money, yeah, you can. That's why dudes got to get that bread, bro. That's most important, man. Because you don't want to spend the rest of your life by yourself at an older age, man. What's up with it, DeAndre? And it's over. It's done for if you don't get the bag, bro. It seems like the rich people. Ow, ow. I gotta drink some water. It seems like the rich people and the upper middle class people have taken over. That's on the real, yo. You know, if you ain't rich, if you're not a Chad or a Tyrone, you're gonna have a shitty dating life. You're gonna have a shitty life, period. You know, and I hate to be gloom and doom myself, but I'm telling people the real. If you ain't rich, if you ain't making a certain type of income, you're just not gonna survive. Out here, bruh, the streets is covered with like upper class, middle class, upper middle class people. People making $200,000 or $300,000 a year. Okay, like out here, it's covered. Basically, you could say that, you know, it's like an icing on the cake out here, bro. You know, the cake is covered with icing, full of motherfuckers who make $200,000 or $300,000 a year. Out here and that's average pay in the Bay Area. You feel what I'm saying? That's average pay. That's the average at $250 per year. If you ain't making at least that, you ain't gonna survive out here. You need to be at least $250 or more.
What up, Michael?
What's up with it, man? Hell yeah. It's cooler than yesterday though. Yeah. Yesterday it was hotter, man. Oh, okay. I'm on the phone right now, man.
What?
I'm on the phone right now. I'm talking right now. I'll hook you up later, man. What you need later? What you need? I don't know. What you need for later? Okay, I get you. Yeah, so like I was saying, man, like it's over for a lot of cats. I mean, guys who don't get their bread together, you know, dudes who are not chasing that bag, man. It's just gonna be a life full of frustration, you know, anger, and disappointment, man. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you have to get the bag. Yep. In order for things to be right, if you want things that's you know, if you want things to be right in your life, you have to get the bag. You gotta start making a lot of money, or it's not gonna happen for you. It's a done deal. It's a finished deal. It's finished. You know what I'm saying? It's a finished deal out here. Cause I see a lot of guys, they get the bag, man, and their life is just fine, bro. Like, if you a rich guy, your life is just fine. America is for you, man. I don't. The thing is, one thing I see about rich people, I don't see like rich people just moving to the, moving overseas, living out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't see Leonardo DiCaprio, trying to move into another country. You know what I'm saying? I don't see, all the rich people here, like Diddy, and Diddy could have went to another country and lived forever, but he decided to come back and fight this case. He was outside of the country when he got accused of what he'd been doing. You know what I'm saying? But he got so much money, he thought that, hey, everything gonna be fine. I'll fight the case. Don't worry about it. You feel what I'm saying? But for him, for guys like him, that's part of like what, the 10% of men. Everything, everything for him is just fine, man. He could pay tax dollars and don't trip. He could buy houses, cars. His life is just fine. I mean, he in jail. He fighting jail. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about when he was free, when he was out here free. Being a rich man in America, I wouldn't be trying to move overseas. I tell you that right now. I was rich. If I had the mega bag, you know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, man, it's either do or die at that point. There's nothing left but to get the bag. That's it. There's nothing left but to get the bag. It's either that or you spend the rest of your life by yourself. There's a lot of guys in China right now, bro. They're called leftover men, bro. Like 30 million men won't be able to find girlfriends or wives until they become a success, until they start making a lot more money. That means they got to spend the rest of their life just alone. You know what I'm saying? 30 million men, bro. That's a lot of dudes going to the grave without having a girlfriend or a wife. Man, I hope they're getting hookers or something. Man, it's not funny, but it's like, you get a prostitute or something, man. Like, shit. If I can't find a girlfriend, I just go find a prostitute somewhere. Shit. At least you're getting something. But you can't replace a relationship, though. Prostitutes can't replace a relationship. Watching TV together, going to the movies together, going to the park together, kissing, holding hands. Prostitutes can't replace a relationship, man. That's only temporary pleasure, man. You feel what I'm saying? Dude was going off though. I think his name, the name of the channel is the Legion of Men or something like that. And he always starts off, welcome back, tribe. That's what he says. Welcome back, tribe. Right? And he has some cat on there that's talking about the UK. Get out right now. Get out. This place is over. It's gone. It's finished. Yeah, like, this country is finished. It's finished. Yeah, he was just all gloom and doom. But what he was saying was right though, man. Like, if you're not rich, if you're not part of the 20% of men, your life is gonna be shit. And that's on the real though. If you're not rich, if you don't have money, if you don't have, you're gonna suffer. Like today, I saw 2 Asian chicks walk in to like the the King Egg Roll spot where I eat my Chinese food like once or twice a week. Like, one had tight shorts, and the other one had tight shorts too. But they was both banging. And the thought of my head, I was like, I'll never see these type of women unless I have money. And it was all a tease for me to see them fine ass women wearing tight booty shorts right in front of me, showing a whole lot of ass and skin. You know, and I'm like, damn, bro, really? I won't be able to see these type of women unless I got the bag. Overseas too, man. I mean, it's cheaper overseas, but you still gotta have some money out there. You know what I'm saying? I told you it's gonna take about like $40,000 a year to stay out in Thailand with 40 grand. Meaning you gotta have 40 grand coming in every single year, which is not a lot of money, but still, you know, it takes money to make it anywhere. It just happens to be cheaper overseas. That's why dudes are like moving out of the U.S. in droves. I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. I might get a bag and stay here. But I am going overseas though. I made my mind up. I'm going overseas, but I don't want to live forever out there. Well, or I might live forever. I don't know. I ain't got nothing here. It's crazy, man. Well, that's the way it is, guys. You know, all I can say is try to get the bag in your life. You know what I'm saying? Just try to get the money, bro. Try to get the bag. Spend your whole entire life chasing it. So you won't end up being in this situation forever. You guys have a good day, man. I'm just ending the video. I'm making shorter videos, man. But it's a sad reality, bro. Like, people are evolving, man. This is not the 1980s no more, man. This is not the 1990s no more. Where you could walk up to a girl and get her number on a piece of paper with a pen and pencil or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Not like that no more, man. Have a good day, man. I'm out. I'll see y'all in the next one.